Hey, welcome to the Untapped Entrepreneur. Welcome to the first Monday in March also, where we are going to talk about a marketing engine. Now, of course, you're going to think that you have to build a sales funnel because that's like the bro speak. Like if you don't use the word sales funnel, are you even in marketing, right? But it's just a marketing engine. And the first piece is to get people to convince people to give up their email addresses so that you can continue the relationship with them. So how do you get people to give you their email address? Well, first of all, I really like the analogy, the metaphor of that it's like fishing. So it kind of depends on what fish you're looking for, because if you're fishing for halibut in Alaska and near the North Pole, you're going to have a totally different strategy than if you're fishing for, what was the one from the Old Man in the Sea? Marlin in Florida. I'm not a fishing expert. Maybe I should use a different metaphor. But basically the life cycle is that somebody gives you their email address, they get access to your opt-in, then they get on your list, they learn more about what it is that they should be doing differently than they have been doing. Some of them buy your offer, then they tell other people about their offer, who then give up their email address, and the whole cycle starts over and over and over again. So since it's the beginning of the month, if you haven't created a new opt-in in a while, it's probably time, actually, because new opt-ins are exciting and fun and can all lead to the next thing, right? Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Hi. And so when somebody gives you their email address, when you're creating a new opt-in, you're sending everybody to the same place, right? Unless you have like a bunch of different offers, then each offer needs its own series of opt-ins. But if your offer is like me, like take my business, for example. There are hi Jerry, a lot of different people who, this means it was on my timeline and I have done that. I've been so good about doing this, darn it. Oh well. So if you are looking at this and you like marketing tips, head over to facebook.com/Kathleen Selmans, DOTCOM. And I go live every Monday and Wednesday at 8:35 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is about to change. It's going to be Pacific Time in a couple weeks, maybe next week, I don't know. Anyway, so sorry about that, and sorry to my contractors who have to deal with this. Whoops. Okay. Anyway, then so somebody gets access to your stuff, you give them a high-level overview of what you can do for them, then you ask for a commitment, a tiny commitment, give me your email address or whatever, and then they get on your list and they learn about the transformation process. So if you want to boost your subscriber rate, add in an on-demand webinar. You can double, triple, quadruple your email sign-up rate. And then the more people who are on your list, the more people who will sign up. For my, that's what I was saying before I got distracted by my own technical incompetence. My business all leads to me doing stuff for people, right? So either I'm helping you with your copy or your design or both. Maybe I'm building a logo or a branding package, or I'm working with you to develop your marketing strategy. So any of my opt-ins would have to do with marketing. Like I'm not going to do, how to create a mohair shirt out of your dog's hair. I don't know, something that's not my expertise. But when you join my email list, you'll get ideas on how we can work together. So for example, I just released a very small project that I'm working on with a tiny group of entrepreneurs to help them build something that I only released to my list. So your list is a really good place where you can decide who you're going to be working with and how you're going to help them and all of that, and to see if you want to roll something out that's bigger. So all the different opt-ins for me would lead back to ways that we can work together. So in this next couple of weeks, what I really want to be doing is coaching more people. So I've built a new coaching page. That's KathleenSummons.com/coaching. And I'm really excited to get more people into working with me. Maybe it's a one-time strategy session you want to work toward, or maybe it's a book of coaching that you want to get your marketing engine off the ground. I really want to help with all that. So if I were to create a new opt-in, which I may, I would make sure that it was some sort of framework. Maybe it's the outline of what it takes to build a marketing strategy. And then I would record myself doing that on a webinar, and then adding people to that list. And as it went on, people would understand what it takes to build your own marketing strategy, and then they would understand that what I offer at the end, because of the 30-40-30 framework that we talked about, where you spend the first 30% of your webinar on the transformation, the next 40% on teaching, and the last 30% telling people how they can work with you. So I would put together a webinar that showed that, and then people would download it and access it on their own. It would probably be on demand because there's no need for that urgency. And also my time is limited, so I don't want to have too many people doing it at any given time, and sometimes live webinars work a little too well. They're better for things that scale better. So think about that. I would challenge you to create a new opt-in for your marketing system, and let me know how it goes. Let me know how I can share it. And again, future videos, I promise, will be on Facebook.com/KathleenSummons, DOTCOM. I will see you over there on Wednesday at 8:35.